there, this is Connie from the Decatur Area Arts Council, and I wanted to share another Christmas craft with you, or a winter craft. This isn't limited to Christmas, but I want to encourage you to grab a piece of paper, this piece of copy paper, and a pair of scissors, and do this with me. Don't just watch me. Join in and do this with me, because you can, and it's only really fulfilling when you do it all together. So we're going to turn this rectangle piece of paper into a square. If you're an adult, you remember doing this when you were in elementary school. And if you're a kid, you might have done this already too. You're just going to take a corner and fold a large triangle. Join it to the other side. Then we're going to cut off this extra. That's going to make a perfect square. All right, so we can get rid of that. All right, so you have a triangle to start with. We're going to take that triangle and you're going to find the midline. And we're just doing that by folding it in half. Snowflakes are just a wonderful example of nature's symmetry, so we're just trying to reflect that. I'm going to set this out of our way. All right, now we're going to make a couple measurements with just the folds. You're going to take the top and you'll fold it down to the bottom edge, and you'll see that you have a line right here. Then we're going to take the bottom edge and we're going to fold it up to that line that we just created. Okay, so now you have two lines. Now we're going to take the point and we're going to fold it to just a little hair, a whisker above this line here. So the point's going right down on that line of symmetry that we created. And fold the triangle down. And if you have a pencil and want to mark it, you can. I'm going to mark it so that you guys can see it on here. So we're going to make two folds. And we're going to make them right on these lines. So there's going to be a line here. And there's a line here that connects those lines. Just like that. It kind of looks like a kite in the middle. All right. So starting with that center point and that edge point that we're folding this like so, and then turn your paper over. What we're trying to achieve here is 6 or 12 layers of paper so that we're going to get a 6-sided snowflake, because that's what we see in nature. All right, so right now it looks kind of wonky, like a Z pattern. You're going to take this whole thing and you're just going to fold it in half along that point. So what it ends up kind of looking like is, I don't know, an arrow or Star Trek symbol or something like that. Okay, so turn that over and you'll see, I'm going to point it out with my pencil, you'll see a line right here created by the edge of the paper. So we're going to cut right along that line. Just cut it right off. Okay. All right. Now here's where the fun part comes in, and your only limit is your own imagination. We are going to draw out our snowflake pattern and then cut away everything that is in the snowflake. So you'll see that you have a folded edge, and then these are double folded edges here. So every edge is a fold. We're going to start with, so the lines along the edge, you want them to be a little thinner. drawing out a basic snowflake shape here. Okay. So I'm going to just show you what we're going to be cutting out. So this is kind of an exercise in positive and negative space. So where I am shading, this is all negative space. This is all getting removed with the scissors. And it's going to leave the positive image of the snowflake when we're done. So you can start at the top or the bottom, whichever you like. Start at the top here. And then just take your time. Getting these points is a little bit tricky. All right. It's just something about exercising your creativity that increases your sense of wonder in the world. And you can't help but do this exercise, cutting out a snowflake, and not start to wonder about them and the miracle that they are, that we see in nature. So I think that for just that aspect of creativity just in itself, increasing our sense of wonder, makes it worth it. Makes it worthwhile endeavor. All right, so just a couple things to remember here. So we got that first cut made. That's cutting out the top part. Now we'll cut this internal part of the snowflake. Cuts that the one thing you don't want to do is just cut from one side all the way to the other, because that's just going to cut off your snowflake and make a big hole. So you just kind of work both sides of it here. You can cut off that little tip if you want a little open area in the center, which just really creates some interest. And just make this last cut here. Okay, so that's it. Clippings out of the way. So now we're just going to unfold a piece. Two. Three. Just take your time. There you have it. The first snowflake. There you go. So all snowflakes are six-sided because of the way water droplets join together. And that's why the folds in the beginning, I think, are so important if you want an authentic snowflake. To finish it off, all we need to do is lay it on a board. And you can take a warm iron and just put a little piece of paper over that. Press it. There you have it. Design number one. There is no limit to the designs you can make. Do them in different colors if you wish. Display them in your window. I want you to try this craft and please post what you've come up with and share your winter creativity with us. And if you like what you see here, check out our classes here at the Arts Council and come and join us this winter for some more exercises in creativity to spark that sense of wonder. Happy holidays.